Greetings and salutations, welcome back to our Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd as the Golden Horde. And we are continuing our campaign to try getting I'll graze my horse here and here, in which we need to stay as a steppe nomad government and have 200 provinces to produce grain. Currently we have 40. We fulfill one requirement, being steppe nomad, and then we have 40 of the 200. And where we last left our nation, we're considering whether we want to potentially attack Najd. Khorasan would not join in. Mamluks would, but we can call on the Ottomans and feed them Mamlukian territory. And I'm not sure they want to do that, because they probably have some grain. I most certainly do. I mean, Egypt is famous for being breadbasket of the Mediterranean with all of this Nile territories. So there's 2 there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight provinces. Plus that's a 9th, a 10th. 11th, 12th. So they have 12 provinces, 13. And that's not inconsequential. That's quite a lot of what we need. It's what, 6.5%? What we need right there. I mean, I don't know if we could actually prevent Ottomans from getting that, because if we do invade, then the Ottomans will probably launch an independent war. Okay, 2 years before we can go into there. And I'm wondering if should we just threaten war over this province? Moghstan. We need a claim to be able to do that. I wonder if we threatened war, would they even agree? So let's get a claim on Moghstan, because it produces spices, and our mission is to gather more spices, and we get some extra trade income. I'm not sure how many provinces that we have that produce spices. Let's check. So we need 3. We've got 1 up here. This would be a second one. And that's it. So we'd need something from like Gondwana. It was a tributary of Ming, but this could break free. Or we could invade Bamanis or something. Let's see, what's Bamanis working with? 30k. Plus our alliance with Bengal. We'll have to see if Bengal would protect them. Wait till Bengal gets into another war. We could always call in Delhi. Barstan, do you have any rain? They don't. Let's get our steppe raiders and get better cannons. We do actually have 1 cannon after all. Okay, so Gazikamuk we could invade next year. I think we'll actually move troops into position for that while we're building up this spy power. I'm going to keep an eye on Muscovy over here. So they don't yet have any ability to colonize. Alright, this is cruel of us to keep doing this. Novgorod, but, you know, it's the way the world works. Okay, glitch. Well, if we did this, they would stop paying us tribute. But it's June. We have time. We could get some prestige from them. Yeah, we'll take it. And Maywar, yeah, let's get some from you. Let's improve these relations, and then their liberty desires should move downward. Yep. Of course, once we core this stuff, the same thing will happen. Our corruption isn't going down very much right now because of all the overextension, but it will again. Colonialism spread from us to Gazikamok. Truce with Bamanis is over, Truce with Bengal is over. But we're going to do this war in Gazikamok first. Let's go ahead and get our best general over here. Yeah, piety and prestige, I like it. We're losing a little bit of Horde unity, but fortunately we do have that legacy of the Golden Horde, which keeps it higher than it otherwise would be. Now we could make it a little bit higher if we took aristocratic and then got diplomatic. We'd get that yearly Horde unity +1. And that is nice. We'd get the cavalry cost reduction, cavalry combat ability. We get manpower, income from vassals, which I don't think goes to tributaries, and an additional diplomat and military tech costs. So this wouldn't be a bad one for us to take. But I think I actually do want to get something that helps us colonize. In all honesty, as weird as that sounds. I don't know if anything in here would actually be useful to us beyond that. But if we look at these provinces in Siberia, I want to know how many have a chance of producing grain. If none of this produces grain, then we definitely don't want to colonize there. Well, nothing so far, so this has a 10% chance. 2% chance. 2% chance. Yeah, it's actually a really low chance, so I don't think we're going to colonize. We'll let Muscovy colonize eastward. We'll just beat them up for their money every few years. And if anything does produce grain, we'll just take it from... Yeah, it's not worth it. So we might go for aristocratic for our next idea group. Or diplomatic. We'll have to check to see what our tech is looking like. Okay, now this corruption will be ticking down much more quickly. There we have enough here. Let's go ahead and take that. We're actually improving relations with them right now. It's hilarious. Thank you. And we'll raise it. I'm wondering if we should get the... I think we'll just invade them. Wonder if they have any grain. Probably not. They have spices. But I want to get over to East Africa, because there'll be grain in Africa as well. Is there any grain in here? Yeah, there's one. Just one. So we could just threaten war eventually when we conquer more in the area. We could potentially just get them as a tributary. MoH is upset with us, but we're improving relations. We could potentially get them over it and get them as a tributary. Oman, let's build up a spy network. And let's call this guy back on the 1st of the month. Gotta get that naval tradition. Unlike those Volhynian separatists in our tributary. Now we can study technology, that's great. Ottomans, are you losing this? No. I guess we could just threaten war over Circassia. This way we can take their money. Ooh, lost our good heir again. That's not great. And let's go ahead and start building up spy power here. Okay, what do you produce? You produce wine. And we'll get diplomatic reputation, because he's +1, and that does reduce the liberty desire of our subjects, so we could always do stuff like give us additional tribute. Asa. Wow, they've got 90 ducats in debt. Tabaristan, yeah, let's get some additional tribute from you. Actually, that's probably not a great idea. We'll just reduce that back down. Sorry, schizophrenic foreign balls, yeah, I know. And we can support tribes next year, which is great. Okay, let's call this guy back. I want that. And do we want them as a vassal? I can get them as a vassal. It's probably even better than a tributary. Yeah. So we've got the Diplo relation slot for that. Yeah, they're a little upset. We took their province, razed one of their cores. But we're going to make them a march. Because I think we can do that now. There used to be somewhere where like you couldn't make steppe nomads into a march, or they couldn't make people into marches. I can't remember. Wait, do you refuse to pay us? No, you just insult this. Because you have a babbling buffoon. That's okay. And I could raise it, or I could just make it my tributary. They want Kakheti. I bet they want this province. I think we're just going to burn in return. And let's improve relations here. Hopefully they take... Oh, they have espionage. Yeah, I like having them as a march. They'll mess with our enemies. Let's get this guy over here to suppress down those potential rebels. Actually, they're gonna take a while. We'll leave him right where he is. We could bust down this. With our corruption that high, it's gonna cost us a lot of points. Oh, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to invade Muscovy next year. Okay, counter-reform Catholicism is a thing. And now we do have a claim that we could use to invade. Dedicate this guy to allies. Okay, let's take it. Take their cash. Burn it. And then, what are we going to do? I don't really want to give it to them, so I think I'll just return it. It's your headache now, Abkhazia. More promoted cultures. Let's move this guy north, actually. And Bamani's has a great power. They lost their alliance. Yeah, let's hit them while they're not paying their forts. Let's just get these guys down here as well. As quickly as possible, leave these guys here to suppress. Although, we've got this rebellion. And this one. Well, if they move troops into our territory, they'll have to deal with our rebels, so... Might not be the worst thing in the world. I'll wait till next month. If the rebels don't rise up, we'll attack. See, they started paying for their forts. Tribal superiority, let's get Delhi in here. This army that's coming through could always kill rebels if necessary. Get him a general, though. And how many troops do they have? They've only got 20,000 troops. Check our time. 20 minutes. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Why don't we move this guy over to be adjacent to this other army? Actually, we could move this army over to Marwar and potentially suppress down that revolt. The Baluchistanis are going to be a little bit tougher. Actually, this province is probably kind of dangerous. Let's move back. We'll be up on Muscovy for their cash after this war. The idea with having this guy next to this fort was that he could help if they attacked the fort, but chances are they would just attack these guys in the jungles, and we wouldn't be able to move in to help. So up here, they can both help each other. Okay, these guys are being suppressed down in an Admiral with 40 tradition. That is silly. Which Admiral do we want to keep? This guy's better. Which of our ideas is giving us admirals? We're defensive and humanist. And maybe it's like some random event? That's really weird. Are we still improving relations? We are not. So let's get spy power down here. Okay, North Konkan Bells. Let's move down one onto their subject. Our Kagan is incorruptible. I really like that. Although I'd like it to be more than -0.05. But I think it adds events to our list that result in good stuff. Okay, let's support our tribes. Our loyalty is 88. That's wonderful. Okay, they're over there beating up on Delhi's land, but Delhi is helping us capture their capitals, so that's great. Okay, since our army's all the way up here, we could just spread out a little bit more. We're gonna need to keep these guys next to each other. Surprised their enthusiasm is high. Wonder if that's because a battle's going on. No. Okay, now it's medium again. Nice. Idea cost -10%. Okay, let's get this guy on the fort, since he does have our 3 siege. And we already have 44 war score. Ugh. I want that army tradition. 55. Really don't want to move this guy up here by himself, but we'll move these troops up, back him up. Okay, I don't want him to capture this fort. But their enthusiasm is still medium, so we're just gonna wait and, yeah, lose the war score. Feed us your army. It's delicious. Okay, corrupt advisor. I don't want to lose our statesman. We'll just lose the points. Not ideal. But I like having a statesman. Hey, Hassa, could we get some money from you? Well, no. No, we couldn't. Let's pay off their debt. That's our march. Could demand some more tribute. Alright, let's see if we can capture these three forts, and then we'll see what a peace deal might look like. Oh, they have an army down there. Get us that war score. Okay, let's see if he's going down here. Now he's going here. Let's hit him and stack wipe him. That'll give us a lot of war score. Yeah. Okay, we're at 80 war score. So we're going to sign a peace deal as soon as we have the diplomat for it. Okay, first of all, we need their money. And we definitely want their forts. Let's cut our way down to Goa so that the Portuguese can't get it. We could always take war reps. They'll give us a bit more money. So we do have to watch our aggressive expansion a little bit. Yeah, I think that's about the extent of what we can take. Okay, that's the extent of what we can take. Okay, I'm happy with that. We'll reduce our overextension. Let's get rid of that. Start by burning Goa. Port and add it to a trade company. Could have left that fort in place to get rid of some of the devastation. I think I'll do that with this fort, since we're burning the territory after all. We want some more value out of it. Yeah, I really should have left that fort. Temporarily. Okay, we're not really far behind here, so let's finish off this idea while we have the idea cost reduction. I want that additional trade power. And those Belokistanis are almost certainly going to rise up. Now we need to give some more stuff to our tribes. And why don't we give them this? It's a lot of development. But the autonomy is high anyway. Okay, so we're the #1 great power now. That's awesome. I don't think we're anywhere near the most powerful nation at the moment. Largely because of this corruption, but also because our army isn't all that big. Treaty with Najd is over. Wow, Gondwana threatened war. Okay, how long? 8 years. They don't like us much. Let's improve relations here. Okay, Malo is attacking Bamanis, that's great. Because they won't be able to join a coalition against us. So now our relations are positive. Let me keep on our time. Whoops, wrong button. Okay, we're at 32 minutes, so I'm going to stop here.